What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time media seller. Today's video is going to be a fun, interesting, knowledgeable one. And I have never been disrespected like this in my life at a thrift store. So that's what we're gonna cover today. I know you guys are used to like what I listed and what I sold on eBay, but I got two way better things related to eBay that, listen, if you sell on eBay, I need an explanation for both of these things. I'm gonna cover those first, and then after that, we're gonna get into Amazon, what's selling, what's listing, CD only edition, right? Mike, cars don't have CD players. Nobody buys CDs. You keep thinking that, and I'll keep making a whole bunch of money. So, what's up first with eBay? I'm at the Salvation Army. It's half off day, right? So just imagine I'm scanning the CDs, right? The wall right there is the CDs. The DVDs are like right over there to the corner. So I'm scanning, and for those of you who don't know, I did put a YouTube poll out there. Like, I hear all the time people scanning stuff for eBay, right? So those of you like, well, eBay, you know, you can scan stuff for eBay? Yes, you hear the stupid sound all the time, at least in my area, right? You hear that ding, right? All right, you know, like, somebody's scanning to sell stuff on eBay. One more time. You hear the ding, right? So I'm scanning. I don't have sound on or anything, right? I'm just chilling. I'm just scanning the CDs. There's probably like 1,000 CDs I'm scanning. This guy's over there scanning the DVDs. He's dinging away. He's looking over at me, right? So he sees that I'm scanning the CDs. So what does he start doing? So he's like, he's got a few things for himself. He's got some DVD sets. Every DVD set that was new sealed that he didn't buy, he ripped open. Now, listen. I know people are probably like, maybe he's just ripping them open to rip them open. I understand some of you believe that the world is great and people are good, but it is in my belief that this eBay seller was purposely ripping open the new DVDs that he was not buying. I need proof. We're gonna pop two photos up here, right? The first one you're gonna see is like one of the cellophane wrappers. So he was ripping them up and throwing them over on the shelf in a few different spots. So you see in that photo, it's a big pile of the Salvation Army, the new DVD cellophane wrapper. So he's ripping those off. The next one you see is one that he actually left on the shelf that was just a Lion King one that he also ripped open, right? So needless to say, there was no new DVDs. I went through the whole section. Anything that was new, it was like purposely ripped. You know, it wasn't, some of them weren't completely torn off like the Lion King ones, but there was no new DVDs. And by the time I even got over to the DVDs, he was long gone. And I just never been that disrespected. You know, like, I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. The funny thing was, a guy came up to me while I was scanning the books. Subscriber to the channel, been watching for years, used to do books, now does clothes full-time on eBay. And like, so I had that scumbag who was ripping open all the new DVDs, and then I had this dude that's been a subscriber to the channel forever, nicest guy ever, building up this huge reselling clothing business on eBay. That's just the reality of reselling. And I was mind blown because I don't do anything intentionally to, I guess, I don't know, like rip other people off. I try to keep everything 100% above the board. I'm no saint, right? I've done things in my past, and you know, it's not always 100%, but I do everything in my power to make sure with you, with other resellers, that what you see is what you get. My word is my word. I'm not going to purposely do things to make your life harder. I don't believe in that kind of mantra. Karma, right? What goes around comes around. So this guy, I know what he looks like. I see him again, it's on site. Now I'm just messing, but to each their own, right? You know, he didn't have that much anyway. And listen, it is what it is. The next thing for you, for you eBay sellers, you got a lot of defending to do this time around. It's been a weird week. I got a jerky guy. I used to have a jerky guy, right? Beef jerky. Well, I'm a vegetarian, so there's vegan jerky, right? So I found somebody selling jerky, great price. Can't beat it. 28 bucks, 7 bags of jerky. The bags all weigh 3 ounces. So I buy it. I get that it's marked as shipped, right? No tracking number, none of that stuff. So I can't track it or anything. The person has positive feedback. So it shows up. I get my box, right? I X'd out the information, right? So it's weird, right? The label's like, here goes that part of the label, but the rest of the label is there. So I'm like, why didn't they upload the tracking information, right? So yeah, I'm nosy. All right, I'm gonna punch in the tracking number on USPS. We're gonna find out what's going on. But first telltale sign, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. They said this box weighed 3.84 ounces. I mean, that's literally nothing. There's 2 bags of jerky would have weighed more than that. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? I punch in the tracking number. It says blah, 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 SSK. Listen, you guys know I don't chase tracking numbers. I don't understand how this stuff works. SSK means self-service kiosk. So, all right, it's all coming together now, right? You eBay sellers are shady, right? So you go in, some of these post offices have the kiosk. You weigh your own item, it prints a label, boom, boom, done. All right, put 2 and 2 together. Under 4 ounces, right? We know that's completely wrong. It shows the cost, right? You're paying retail at the self-service kiosk. They paid $5.55 from California to Pennsylvania. I did weigh this with the jerky inside. It weighed over 2 pounds. 2 pounds and like 2 ounces. So, self-service kiosk, they say it weighs 4 ounces. You probably got to put something on the scale. Deb made a good point. Maybe they just set their phone on the scale to get the, the rate of 3.84 ounces. I don't know what they put on the scale to weigh it, but this ain't their first rodeo. So why would you put the label like this? Let's think about it, right? Because you put the label like this, the person at the post office they probably don't want to be there. They just want to get through this stuff. You just scan it, right? You just scan it. You don't actually see that it was only for 3.84 ounces. Sure, ground advantage could go up above a pound now, but there is no way somebody could even test this, right? Let me see what zip code it came from. I don't know. You can put anywhere in California because it's all the same zone. California to 17057, over 2 pound package, retail rate. This ain't discounted. This is self-service kiosk. You're walking in, you're paying the full amount. $5.55. This is the type of stuff. This is why eBay loses customers, because shady stuff like this. And sure, Mike, what do you care? You got the stuff at a good deal. Well, if you're ripping somebody off along the way, it doesn't work. There's checks and balances in the universe, right? So over 2 pound box, they shipped it for 4 ounces. I don't know what's going on eBay. I got people ripping me off in thrift stores. I got people cheating in the US. And this is why shipping goes up all the time, right? This is why media mail costs an arm and a leg, because people will ship their drinks as media mail. They ship anything as media mail. That's why media mail is through the roof. This is why the rates go up. This is probably why the self-service kiosk haven't rolled out any further, right? It's kind of the same deal with self-checkout in stores. Shrink goes up with those, right? Shrink is theft. Theft goes up when you have nothing but self-service because people take advantage of the system. Unfortunately, this is the world we live in. If you sell on eBay, I need a full explanation of why eBay sellers are ripping open my new DVDs and why eBay sellers are cheating the self-service kiosk. I mean, they still would have made money on it if they would have paid the full price, or even if they just would have bought the label through eBay. It still would have been cheap. You easily could have fit them into a priority padded envelope that would have cost you $7. This kind of stuff, if you're one of these people, I ain't got time for you, unfortunately. Don't cheat the system. Goes around, comes around. I don't know. eBay's crazy. You're all crazy. Scammers, eBay. I'm just messing. I love all my eBay sellers. Listen, I know you all work a lot harder than I do over in the Amazon world. It is what it is. Now this is kind of continuing on the topic of eBay. the YouTube comment of the week, right? Every week I pick a comment. This one came through this morning. All right. Last video, I talked about the eBay forums and how, like, it's kind of like Kitty and let's play games. And yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go. All right. Bukowski quote says, it's weirder that you care so much about other people playing games than that people are playing games. Do you never do anything for fun? Only work. Lighten up, guy in a storage unit. Well, guess what? Here I am again at the storage unit, and I'm not going to lighten up. eBay is a reselling business platform. Unless, is it like a dating site now? Is it like kind of like a Reddit forum post? I don't understand the disconnect. Like, we should not be on eBay forums playing hangman and, you know, guess the next word or finish the sentence or whatever silly game we're going to have. Maybe that's how eBay can make money. Hello, yes? Yeah, let's launch an eBay dating app, right? It's within eBay. So other sellers can date other sellers. So when eBay sucks, they both can cry together in bed at night. All right, they said they're on board. 2029 eBay dating app is on the way. Listen, I appreciate all the comments. Even stuff like this, I've responded to it, right? eBay's a business platform, not like a social media hangout type platform. In my opinion, could be different. Could 100% be different to somebody else out there. I just believe when I'm on eBay, it needs to be business related, not like hanky-panky stuff, right? Naughty stuff. All right. So I asked the group here. I got a Discord YouTube membership, $2.99 a month. We got 6 coaching calls every single month. All of them are recorded, uploaded. We got a private Discord. So I always like asking these fools over there, like, yo, what do you guys think of this? So I wanted to talk a little bit about sell-through rate and the importance of it. Whether you sell on eBay or Amazon, I think it's important to turn your inventory over as quick as you can. Cash flow, especially if you're starting out, it can choke a business out and make you go belly up, bankrupt immediately. So for me, I'm always lowest price. I'm always undercutting the lowest price. That's how I roll. I got to get my money back. I'm greedy, right? I'm Mr. Krabs. I got to get all my money back as quick as I can. Sure, if I wait 6 months, maybe I get $1 instead of 50 cents, or maybe a quarter or 10 cents. I'm taking the quick money every single time. I never have, ever since I started. I never play the long game of trying to squeeze out an extra $1. And it's gotten me this far. I'm going to keep doing it. You got to turn and burn, right? So we got Prince over in the Discord. Longtime member, always contributing, all around great person, or a cat. Maybe it's a cat because their profile picture is just a cat. So hopefully it's just a cat that can talk. All right, he said, I'm a part-time FBA. FBA means you send your stuff to Amazon. They deal with it. And I have weekly listing goal, 300 units per week. That's a lot. I mean, think about that. Part-time, how many items can you find? Maybe 10 hours sourcing a week. 300 is a lot for a part-timer. I'll straight up admit that. Like, you got to have good sources. You got to be just buying stuff that's fast moving, and it might not make you a whole bunch of money, but you turn $1 into $3, 300 times a week. There's an extra $600 in your pocket. I mean, it's smart. It's smart what Prince is doing here. I discovered in order to consistently grow my revenue and profit, I needed to have a healthy blend of fast-moving items and more long-tail items than I previously thought necessary. And I'm not talking about long-tail items that are only crazy high shoot for the moon profit. I'm talking about normal profit long-tail items that are easier to find. The reason this balance is necessary for me is because there was a point last year that I was selling as many units per week as I was sending in. So yeah, that's great. But I was not able to grow my inventory levels, only maintain them. So month over month, my sales and profit remained about the same. He wrote like a 5-page book, right? He could have published just KDP style. That's all we got to hear. It's a balancing act, whether you sell media, whether you sell clothes, shoes, backpacks, lollipops. Sell the fast moving stuff, sell the longer tail stuff, and be realistic about the profits. That's the biggest thing that Prince takes away from this, right? You scan this book, and just because some bozo's got it listed on eBay for $3 trillion, you don't go $2,999,999,999,000, right? Be realistic when you're listing these things, when you're sourcing these things. Understand what it's worth in market is what it's worth in market. It's not worth what people say it is. You can list anything on eBay. How many of you go to garage sales and flea markets and they're like, I can get $100 for this on eBay? You know they're just looking up what's listed, filtering it by the highest price. So it's super important, and I'm glad Prince touched on that. Be realistic with the profit you can get out of something, and that's how you're gonna just continue to grow your inventory, continue to sell items, continue to make money, and don't be scared to make I mean, if I guaranteed you give me $1, I give you $3 or $4 back. You would do it every single time. That's the equivalent of the data Amazon gives us in the scouting apps to be able to say, okay, I buy this for $1, I'm gonna be able to sell it for $3 the second it gets checked in. That's just the reality of scaling, understanding that, hey, business isn't all about, selling $1,000 iPhones. Sure, those businesses exist, but for the majority of us, we just kind of get along and do our thing. So we're chugging right along here. eBay, I'm not listing nothing today. Listen, Linda, listen. I've had a super busy week sourcing on Amazon. I'm probably going out today. I've been kind of making it a point to, I wouldn't say hustle more, but that's what it is, right? I'm doing more driving. I'm hitting more stores. There's an opportunity that has come up, and it's only like a timed opportunity, so I'm taking advantage of that. I have to just, the more money I save, the more money we can put down on a house whenever the market isn't ridiculous. So I'm kind of busting my butt lately, and it's not a bad thing, right? I only do this 3 days a week. Now I'm basically at 4.5 days. So it's hard balancing everything, but you got to get out there and do it. So no eBay listings, no eBay sales. eBay's broken. I'm closing up shop. I'm just messing. I gotta throw it to the side for the time being, and that's perfectly a-okay as long as Amazon's backfilling that. We covered the YouTube comment Discord. What are we sending into Amazon? We will do that after what we are selling on Amazon. And like I said, for all you Amazon sellers, it's the CD edition. People still listen to music. People still have CD players. People still collect CDs. Some cars still have CD players. The 09 Altima or 08 Altima still has a CD player. I mean, listen, personally, I like CDs. Some people hate them. Some people rather just pay for them on iTunes or whatever. I don't even know what all the cool kids, how you even buy your music anymore. Back in my day, there was a little app called Napster and LimeWire, and you could download these songs for free and put them on a little MP3 player or your little iPod Shuffle or iPod Nano. Listen, those days is the Wild West online. All right, first up, we sold White Trash with Money. Toby Keith. Toby Keith, he's hot right now. I'm telling you, every time you see it, you better scan it. I got a lot of Toby Keith I'm sending in this week as well. Sold it for $39.99. Profit was $29.12. $40 for a CD, Michael. Oh my God. I know. Listen, the data's there. You buy it. CDs are dirt cheap. Nobody listens to music. I never pay more than $1 per CD. So just think about that. $1 and almost $30 all day long. Moving along. The Jugulator, Judas Priest. Yet again, like I know who Judas Priest is, but I'm not like a huge fan. $39.99. Profit was $28.58. Oh my God, Michael, who's paying that much for a CD? I don't know. I don't know, lady, but somebody is. So another close to $30 profit from $1. The last one we got. This one is a little bit of a intuitive, informative segment. Reading Rainbow. Jimmy Buffett. Boats, beaches, bars, and ballads. B. Sold it for $49.99. Profit was $34.44. We could have got more out of this. And this was just, not saying I'm a hot shot, but I was a hot shot with this. I was at the Goodwill. They had all 4 of these CDs lined up. Goodwill is greedy. If it's a box set and they can take multiple DVDs out and price them all individually, they will do that. So that's what they did with this Jimmy Buffett box set. All 4 were in a row. I thought to myself, everything begins with B, right? Buffett, bars, boats, beaches, ballads. I'm like, maybe there's a box set. So I cover scanned one of them and it pulled up the box set. Well, I don't have the box. It's just 4 loose CDs, right? What are you gonna do? You got 4 loose CDs. You can do this with the DVDs too if you got a complete series and it's not like the actual box set. So, what does Mike do in this situation? What does Mike do in this situation? Well, I'm here to break the news to you. Masking tape this way, masking tape this way. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I paid $8 for this because every single one they wanted $1.99 for, right? But you know what's going to sell? Jimmy Buffett. There's nobody even on the listing, but I didn't want to price it up. It was going for closer to $75, $80, but I feel like without the slipcase, like, you know, I just kind of cut people a deal when I'm doing things ghetto, right? I might have moved out of Philly. I still got a little bit of ghetto in me when it comes to prepping. That's how I went about that. We sold it basically the same week it got checked in. Profit was $34. After our $8, $26. Those are the 3 we sold in the CD world. Now we're gonna just jump in. I just got a whole bag of CDs. I was sourcing, you know, I curated good luck. I went into the thrift store and we'll pop a photo up of this. And the CDs, well, the media was $2 fill a bag. So like a normal plastic shopping bag, $2. And they probably had 1,500 CDs and maybe 200 DVDs. So I walked in there, woo, I seen that sign. I started twerking right on the spot. I mean, it was crazy. And believe it or not, so you walk into a situation like this, I always tell everybody, have a different trigger set for bulk than thrifting because we're getting it for next to nothing. $2 a bag, you're maybe paying 5 cents a piece. I'm fine with you paying 5 cents for a CD. If the sales score is, you know, over 20 and you're only gonna make $3, buy that every single time in these situations or if you're buying in bulk. So, you know me, I was like, let's go. We're gonna scan a whole bunch. We're gonna make a whole bunch. We left with 3 full bags. It was just crazy in there. The quality was decent. I got a bunch of DVDs I'm gonna show you. So let's stop playing around. Let's get my scanner going. I just grabbed a bunch of random ones, you know, nothing specific. You guys will be able to see all the duds I got. I mean, it's just, I got like 2 whole stacks. We're just gonna rapid fire. I'm gonna explain as I go. It's funny. This is not planned. This is not a staged YouTube channel. This is real reselling, right? It's like the cheesy fake real shows. First up, wait, I guess it would help if I had my phone recording and my Bluetooth scanner on. Yes, we want to start recording. 3, 2, 1. Jimmy Buffett. What's he worth? Not much, right? You're probably thinking, oh, only $4. Not that bad. It's guaranteed to sell. We paid 10 cents for it, maybe 5, maybe less than 5 cents, depending how many CDs I jammed in the bag. So take this all day long. And honestly, you can price it up. You don't even got to go that low. 1067, the way this is selling. If new's going for 23, you probably can list this at 12, 13. You probably make $6 on this. So definitely a buy, but if you're not paying attention to the screen, it's going to be a reject every time. Focused bow, I don't know this stuff. I just scan it and sell it. 1 sales score. Why are you buying stuff that sells once every 6 months? Well, the reason why it probably hasn't sold is because Bozo the Clown's got it listed for $88. $19.99, I'll make $12. Right down to UPC yet again. Come back to me in a month. I bet you this CD is sold. That's all I'm saying. Virgil Fox, Christmas favorites. Yes, I buy Christmas when it's not Christmas time. Yes, I send it in. If it's priced good, people will still buy the stuff. 1 used FBA at $13.58. Even if I undercut them, I'll still make $5. But you could go up to $19.99, let that guy sell. You'll still get the buy box because the new FBA is $27. It's too easy. 1776, a new musical Broadway cast. Stuart Ostro presents. I don't know. I have sold this before, so I knew when I seen it, it was going to probably be worth it. $8.90, sales score 33. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 07, When It Falls. No idea who this is, but sells pretty often, more than once a week. Another $5 bill. I mean, you guys see, this is just an endless supply of money, right? Red, no FBA offers at all. No new, no used. I love these situations. $19.99. Now, when somebody searches on Google for High Society CD, it shows up that it's available. Amazon Prime. Guess who Amazon Prime is? Go ahead, guess. Me. It's gonna sell, guaranteed. Brooke Benton, let me sing and I'm happy. I mean, I would sing, but you don't want to hear me. Sales score of 3. Amazon's on it at $15.96. We'll price this probably $13.99. Makes $6 after fees. Ames Brothers, the best of. You, a very precious love. The naughty lady of Shady Lane. $12.46. You make $4.82. I have my trigger set up. $1.20 buy cost. I want to make at least $5 when I'm scanning, so that's why the stuff pops red. But when you get it in bulk, if I switch this over to my bulk trigger set, these all would be green. But when I'm out in a thrift store, I'm using my thrifting trigger set. Petulia Clark. No idea who this lady was. I remember, I got a few of hers out of there. $17.75, use buy box, will undercut them, make $8. The Salsoul Orchestra Anthology. This is a nice one. Sells once a month. No used FBA. Merchant fulfills 16. Probably go up to $24.99 since merchant fulfills 16. Probably make 13, 14 bucks. Oh, I actually have it. A struggle I have. I'm a huge Bruce Willis fan. Believe it or not, one college party, flashback, years 2007. Mike's at Michigan State University. He's hammered at a party, right? He's dancing, and this girl comes up to me and says that I look like Bruce Willis. And if you didn't know, Bruce Willis actually had a stint where he made music. So for me, it's like, do I keep this or do I sell this? I don't know. I think I'm going to sell it. It sells pretty often. No FBA. We'll probably price this $22.99 just because Bruce has got a big following. Unfortunately, his health has declined. So, I mean, but it's crazy. Listen, I don't look like Bruce Willis. I mean, maybe like a tiny bit, right? Like, I'm kind of bald in the same way he is, right? He's kind of got the down front thing going as well. But, I mean, it is what it is. All right, I think I've had enough of showing you all my profit. You guys are all gonna think I'm rich and you're gonna start messaging me for money and, you know, but it's endless. I found so many CDs this week. It's crazy to me. You gotta take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you. And even when some salty eBay seller is ripping off the cellophane in front of you, who cares? Who cares what somebody else is doing? Yeah, it sucks. But I guarantee you, that guy will get his someday, right? Might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be in a year, but I do believe that what goes around comes around. You act a fool, the fool is gonna come around and act on you. So that's gonna do it for the video. I still can't believe this happened with my Louisville vegan jerky. If you would like to sponsor me, I would love free vegan jerky. I appreciate you watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more used Bruce Willis CD videos. Bye-bye.